Rob about doing debate the other day, and he made it sound like something that was really, really fun. And like, there comes a point where like you sort of learn how to debate by a sort of trial by fire once you spend enough time on the internet. And I've been on the internet since I was like 11.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a point where you're just like, maybe I should just learn how to like, you know, tell people to shut up, effectively at least.
Yeah. Problem is that's not always so effective on the internet. But
yeah, but it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Watching Arsenals play Fox is making my hands hurt. My like RSI from playing
like
on a
right
game
here.
is flaring up. Yeah, it's like inside, like between my thumb and pointer finger, and like along the side edge of my pinky.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I thought I left this life behind.
3, 2, 1, go!
Being tempted to play Smash on a GameCube controller again is what I imagine being called back into the Mafia feels like. It's like, I thought I left this behind for, a better, more wholesome existence. But God, is it tempting to just go back to my old ways. What's that meme that I'm going back to the old me? Hold up, I'm going back.
I'm drawing a blank. Oh my God, am I not hip with the kids anymore? I don't know all the memes.
There we go. For chat that can't see it, it's like an ultra like JPEG picture of like Bugs Bunny with impact font. It says Lord forgive me, but it's time to go back to the old me. Jesus Christ. Hold down and wait. Just hold ledge. Apathy, what are you doing? Yeah, Fox is a character that just sort of like gets back on stage really quickly, and you just need to like have the wherewithal to make a judgment call about it like in a split second. And a lot of people, like even really good players I've seen, are like try to cover too much when you just really need to commit to one option, because if you try to cover too much, the chances of you getting, that winning interaction are even lower on either one. So it's something where you just need to like cut your losses and move on.
Oh no.
I'm looking back at chat, and chat's like not moving so particularly quickly, so I just see Light's image talking about my getting plus 16 to Uno.
Oh no.
I'm having Nom flashbacks. Oh shit. That was a really good tech from Arsenals though. Like good awareness to be able to react to the situation. I don't care what anyone says, Fox is fucking cool. I love how rewarding he is for like really just being able to just do everything that Smash as like a system sort of requires you as a player to do.
Yeah.
Arguably he makes you push too many buttons, which, causes obvious issues, but I think just like on paper, I think it's really neat.
Yeah, like my one gripe with playing Fox is I don't like how fast he falls, but that's because I get knocked off of stage a lot. Yeah,
that's fair. It took me a lot of getting used to. I picked up Fox in Melee when I was like looking for a secondary because I didn't want to play Marth Sheik at mid-level because that matchup is atrocious when you don't know how to deal with holding down. But I just started playing Fox and I was like, turns out I just like moving my hands really fast.
Yeah.
As an 11th grader on Adderall, that was like an awakening experience. Letting high schoolers on Adderall play Fox is just an objective mistake. But here I am.
You turned out okay.
Haha. That's what I would like you to think. Is that Levi? Is that the Levi? The Politano Levi? That's my boy. What's up? 3, 2, 1, oh my god. I think it was Apathy. I want to say it was Apathy.
They leave that screen so quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we'll find out after this game. Also, this Celeste song is really pretty. Celeste has an excellent soundtrack.
I dig a good minor key in a song.
Oh, it's evil. Okay. This tag is evil because it's Levi backwards. Which is fairly clever, actually. Yeah, Palutena mains exist because she's hot and I am the worst. I also just love Kid Icarus Uprising. That's a really good fucking game. That was a weird situation.
One of these days, what they ought to do is get like an overhead camera on
Their
Arsenal's hands.
Just have like an over-the-shoulder cameraman.
Yeah.
Rose, for a second I looked over. When you scroll down, it looked like you had a card selected on Pretend You're Zizzy and you were just playing Cards Against Humanity.
Gotta do something in the meantime.
Fair enough. In my Discord group of friends like a while ago, we had a fuck ton of inside jokes and we made a custom Cards Against Humanity deck, which made the game so much more fun than it had any right to be. Because that's a game that gets like really boring really quickly. But when it's all jokes that you're all in on, it gets way funnier. Yeah, Palu is hella simple, but she's like really fun. I think she rewards like the right amount of creativity, and as someone that is still getting used to the engine of Ultimate, it's like really fun getting to play her. It's also nice like getting to play a top tier from a game that I like actually care about. Because I was a Marth Fox main for a while, and like I had PM Pit, but then he became bad. And that was like just after I beat Uprising, I think. Actually, maybe a bit after, but still, it's cool being able to like commit to a character for the fact that they are both good and you love the character. It's a new feeling for me. Because like in Melee, unless you're like really big into Ocarina of Time, Star Fox, or Fire Emblem, you're kind of shit out of luck.
See, I like Ocarina of Time, but I'm not huge on any of the characters.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I've gone on record a number of times saying that I think Ocarina is a fairly overrated game in like the modern gaming landscape, at least, you know, outside of what it has done was important. That being said, I think it's a really interesting game from like I'm gonna bust out like a big old word, a ludonarrative perspective. I think that it does a lot of things in incorporating its themes mechanically. Right. And in the narrative without making it necessarily like without removing it from the importance of the subtext. It's cool. And something that a lot of games like this. Breath of the Wild kind of brought it back though. And I will maintain with till my dying breath that it's the best Zelda game. And also the best video game.
Personally, I think Nintendogs is the best video.
Alright, you got me there. For my money, Articuno is the best Pokemon because he has the Ice move.
Okay, but did you play Pokemon Go?
Very briefly.
Did you like play long enough to get on a team?
Yeah.
What team were you on?
You already know. I just said it.
Okay,